Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 7th. We're bringing you the latest news making headlines to help you start your day.
Police need your help finding the thieves who killed a young father and husband outside an ATM.
CBS 46's Trayson Bragg is live at the East Point Police Department, and he starts our coverage in today's Morning News Rewind.
A sibling of the victim heard the entire situation play out on the phone, and that's why the family is asking for help, because they need to find out exactly who is responsible for killing their loved one, and the police here in East Point also asking for help as well.
I know for a fact Juan didn't have any enemies. A lot of people used to say that for his generation of men, he was very rare. That's the type of person he was.
Right now, a young widow and her entire family remain in mourning. This after 29-year-old father Juan Lopez was executed at this Wells Fargo ATM on East Point Street back on November 26th. Investigators say Lopez was on the phone when a group of thieves approached him. As the robbery began, Lopez's sibling heard him say, "Don't do this. I know you, man." East Point police say seconds later the thieves turned into killers, shooting Lopez at least 5 times before escaping in a gray or silver car. Lopez's death coming just after he watched his child turn 1 year old. Investigators say nearby surveillance video suggests there were witnesses in the area. Lopez's family is now pleading for anyone with any information on his death to come forward and help get the gunman behind bars.
My worst thing is he died alone. People were around and nobody helped him.
Wow, such a difficult story there. Now, if you know anything about what happened, you are asked to help Lopez and his family bring his killers to justice by calling East Point Police and reporting exactly what you know. Reporting live in East Point, I'm Trayson Bragg, CBS 46 News.
Trayson, thank you for that. It's just about 6:35 now, and a celebration of life for the Clayton County field training officer killed in the line of duty last week is set for this afternoon. Officer Henry Laxon was killed while he was responding to a domestic violence call last Tuesday. Tori Cooper has been following the latest developments since last week, and she joins us live right now with the latest on how the community is remembering him. Tori, what's the latest? What can people do to pay their respects?
Yeah, Gravier, certainly the community is rallying around Officer Henry Laxon. Take a look at his patrol car. It's still out here covered in flowers. And now the department is asking the community to partake in a procession today. The community will be lining the streets for a procession for Officer Henry Laxon, who was killed in the line of duty.
And it's unfortunate that we have to make these reports time and time again.
Laxon spent the last 4 years serving and protecting his community as a field training officer with the Clayton County Police Department. But last Tuesday, he was shot and killed while responding to a domestic dispute at this home in Rex. Police say the suspect, Arthur Gilliam, shot and killed Laxon along with 2 other women. They say he also shot another officer in the hand who was working alongside Laxon, and he shot a 12-year-old boy in the face who was left in critical condition.
These things just shouldn't happen.
The department is now asking the community to take to the streets starting today for a procession at 8:45 this morning. It will start at the South Lake Mall and continue to the First Baptist Jonesboro Church. That's when community members will be able to honor the fallen officer.
These men and women do an honorable job.
Now, after the procession, there will be a public visitation period where community members will be asked to wear blue if you would like to participate in that. And then following that will be the funeral service at 12 p.m. Reporting live in Clayton County, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
Okay, Tori, thanks for that information. It's 6:36 this morning. We're keeping an eye on today with the other stories you need to know.
Tax collections this year are far ahead of what Georgia brought in last year. Figures released show that Georgia's general fund has collected $11.9 billion through the end of November. That's nearly $2 billion ahead of last year's pace. Georgia also finished the 2021 budget year with nearly $2.2 billion in surplus after the state's rainy day fund was filled.
A food truck stolen in Atlanta has been found gutted and damaged. Owners of Creole Orleans Catering say appliances, propane tanks, and generators were swiped. The company says it was stolen from Greenbrier Mall last week. Police are still looking for the suspects.
Another company now delaying its employees' return to the office. Ford had planned to bring 30,000 workers back next month, but it's delaying that hybrid model until at least March of next year as COVID cases rise across the country. And it comes just days after Google announced a delayed return to the office for its employees.
Today, the Cobb County School District is hosting a job fair. The district is looking for support staff, including bus drivers, nurses, custodians, and substitute teachers. This is at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center from 11 this morning until 2 this afternoon.
FedEx is forecasting another record-setting year for holiday deliveries. The company expects to drop off 10% more packages between Black Friday and Christmas this year than it did last year. FedEx estimates 100 million more packages are going to be delivered for that period versus 2019 before the pandemic. Yeah.
That's a lot of packages.
A lot of those FedEx trucks running up and down the road. Hey, trending this morning, Drake's not going to walk away with the trophy this year on music's biggest night.
Yeah, the rap artist withdrawing his Grammy nominations from the Academy. Sounds like a move maybe Kanye would make, Brooks.
You're absolutely right about that. And I think that's the big question this morning. Why did he do this? That part is still unclear, but the Grammys have honored his request. According to multiple reports, the 6-time Grammy winner asked the Recording Academy to withdraw his 2 Grammy nominations from the final round ballot. Now, Drake was up for Best Rap Album for Certified Lover Boy and Best Rap Performance for Way Too Sexy. And trending this morning, if you happen to be one of Santa's helpers, you've got to be careful about where you help hide gifts. Results from a recent survey reveal where people commonly hide Christmas presents from others. And the top 5 places for hiding include bedroom closets, a spare room, a coat closet, under the bed, and in the trunk of their car. But it's apparent kids are very sneaky because only half of adults are successful in keeping curious kids from finding the goods. Also trending, starting today, you're going to be able to drink it and hang it. That's what Miller Lite is saying about its BEERNAMENT arriving just in time for the holidays. Take a look at this. So the company is finding a way for folks to be able to crack open a cold one and decorate your Christmas tree in that order. The decorative round-shaped beer can doubles as a Christmas tree ornament. Now it's going to run you $20, but the only bad part is the BEERNAMENTs, they don't come with beer, so you have to fill them yourself. And just like that, I think we all lost interest. Yep.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So you read the fine print for us, Brooks, because I don't think that's what I don't know if they wanted people to know that.
I don't think so either, but you see, I was going to tell the folks this because if I'm going to spill a beer trying to fill it up, I don't know what the point is. That's $20 for that, and then I still got to spill beer just to get it in there.
I was thinking this might make a good gift for Rodney, but we'll see.
Put the beer in there, Kavir,
Put the beer in it, then give it to Rodney. That's
He'll be good. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
7:15 this morning, developing in the race for Georgia governor. Former President Donald Trump wasted no time endorsing former U.S. Senator David Perdue in his primary challenge of fellow Republican Brian Kemp.
Our Rebecca Schramm is live at the state capitol. Rebecca, in his announcement yesterday, Perdue made it pretty clear he's hoping to get the support of those people here in Georgia who still love Donald Trump.
Yeah, he practically drew a line in the sand for Republicans. Do you believe Governor Kemp did enough in the 2020 elections or not? A lot of people across the country will be watching to see how Georgia Republicans answer that question.
There's a lot of angst in my circles.
Republican strategist Brian Robinson tells me now that former U.S. Senator David Perdue has launched a primary battle against fellow Republican Brian Kemp, it will be an all-out war.
This is going to be a very emotional campaign. It's going to be nasty, and it's going to be destructive. I will tell you, there will be a lot of personal relationships that will never mend after this year. It will be that bad.
To fight back, we simply have to be united. Unfortunately, today, we're divided, and Brian Kemp and Brad Raffensperger are to blame.
Governor Kemp has yet to respond on camera. At the Atlanta Rotary Club, Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger said this.
Well, I made sure we had fair and honest elections, and I'll continue to fight that because I think people want people that hold a high office to have integrity. Integrity counts. It always has, it always will.
And with Trump long ago declaring Raffensperger and Kemp as the enemy, this race will be a litmus test as to whether Republican voters still side with Trump or whether they're ready to move on. Live at the state capitol, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Today, President Biden is scheduled to hold a video call with Russian President Vladimir Putin as tensions rise about a possible Russian invasion of Ukraine. A U.S. intelligence report shows tens of thousands of Russian troops organizing at the border. The two leaders have not spoken since July. The Biden administration has warned it will punish Russia with substantial sanctions if it attacks Ukraine.
Today marks the 80th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor when Japan launched a surprise bombing on the naval base in Honolulu. More than 2,300 U.S. troops died in that attack. Survivors and veterans gathered today in Hawaii at the Pearl Harbor National Memorial to pay their respects. Georgia is soon going to become home to Amazon's first solar farm. The company says it's going to be built in Burke County, that's just outside of Augusta. The location is one of 8 the company announced, along with other renewable energy projects. They'll each supply electricity to Amazon's office, warehouses, and data centers.
Thanks for watching CBS 46 News. Watch us live wherever you are, our mobile and our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.